House, Texas paralegal guy. No lights, not too bright in here, but got a few consultations to do. Just woke up this morning from late meetings, everything. So I thought I'd just introduce you to my kitchen in here. My setup for the consultations later on today. And I'm surprised that YouTube would let me stream live without having 1,000 viewers in there. Without having 1,000 people in there already. I'm surprised they let me stream live because they told me I had to only do it from my computer. I guess that's what they told everybody, but I've had a channel before. And there's so many things to do throughout the day to try to help everybody in the Private Member Association. So I want to make sure that you all understand that it's a busy day. I got a regular life. I know we schedule stuff that we had to get done on time, but I have other stuff I have to get on time too at the same time. So I'm getting with everybody as quick as I can. So I got consultations coming up next. I got to go meet with a DA for obstruction of justice case. I don't know usually how long that lasts. And I got to try to talk to them about that. So normally when I have to do a whole lot of stuff like that, no matter what I have scheduled, it's got to be pushed back because I don't know what time these people are going to do what they're going to do. And I don't like waiting around in the court system in the first place. So I will get around to you, but unfortunately, I have other things I have to do besides help you. I have other things I have to do inside my house and my own family life with my kids and my grandkids. I have to do all that. Also, I mean, you all understand because you all have families too. Y'all understand how this works. So we have other stuff we got to do, and I don't want to overextend myself for any reason whatsoever. Make sure you get yourself a GFM Super Big Station mug also. Make sure you get that at globalcommunicationent.org. So I need to make sure that I get everything in place, and I'm just waking up. I'm just waking up this morning right now. Got a consultation to do, and I still got to go down here to this court system down here in Louisiana. Oh, excuse me, to fight for my friend, my buddy. Well, call him a friend, but I got to go down here and try to get this obstruction case thrown out. Well, not try to get it thrown out. At the same time, I had to finish what I was doing here, which was, you all can see down here, is dishes. I haven't even done that. I haven't even cleaned that up at all. I haven't done nothing to my kitchen. Did anything inside here yet because I've been busy trying to make sure I can help take care of y'all. But if you see this video after the fact, you can go visit me at on the Facebook group, Discharge All Your Debts and Equity. We're going. It's public right now, but it'll be private about 4:30, 4:36, something like that. It's gonna be a private group, so you have to join now. You have to find it, send a request, and depends on how many people we have, is how many people we'll accept in the group. So that's the most important thing. My main thing for this video is because I think that people come here, and I think they're actually scared of the Goliath, the so-called creditor. I think they're scared of him. The creditor, the person that made himself a creditor. And I think that you as the actual creditor, you are scared of Goliath claiming to be a creditor. You're scared to deal with Goliath. And Goliath is a debtor, okay? Goliath is a debtor. You can't be scared to slay the giant. You can't be scared to slay the giant. You cannot be scared to slay the giant. You have to get him. You have to get it done. You got to free yourself out of this system. There's only one way to do it. You got a whole bunch of guru routes a way of doing it. If you trust the guru, go ahead and trust them. But if you want to get it done, you come to globalcommunicationent.org. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our mailing list. If you like what you see inside on our mailing list, you like the way everything is going, which you will, then you go ahead and join our membership. Start joining our groups up under membership and start getting the process done by a group at a time. You got several different groups inside there, a link of everything that you can do. And after I get through with this next consultation I have, a lot of this stuff on that website is not going to be public anymore, so you need to go ahead and take a look at it while I made it public. globalcommunicationent.org. You cannot be scared of a person that calls himself a creditor when they ask you for your social security number. To ask you for your social security number is a felony anyway. It's a violation of USC. Also, to even ask you for a certain sum of money in a species of they ask you for, it's a felony also. So the whole idea here is that if you're going to be educated, why not get educated by somebody who's a member of the American Bar Association? Why? But you know, I get my education from there. We got Westlaw. I've been telling y'all this for what, over 6 years now, since August 2017. Y'all first came on my first YouTube channel. When y'all first came there, I was telling you all about what we can do to get stuff done, and y'all paid attention. But you gotta remember, this job is a tiring job, because from the time I get up early in the morning, all the way until I talk to you all in that Facebook group, sometimes those meetings go on and go on and on to 11, 12 o'clock at night, like the one last night went on to about 11:15. And then by the time I got through, I had to start working on the site. And then by the time I get through doing that, answering all the Facebook questions and talking to the people, showing them what the benefits of the membership. And I do all that, I turn back around, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta go to work. I gotta get up to go to work. Okay, yeah, I'm already at work to that time. So sometimes I got to rest, I got to sleep all the way through, because I didn't expect this stuff to go like it goes. You know, when you're dealing, especially when you're dealing with the court system, that can go any kind of way. So, but I wanted to let you know that you don't have to be scared of Goliath. All he's doing is going around here stomping, going around calling himself a creditor, taking your position, asking you for your social, then turn around and make himself the creditor and make you a debtor when he asks you for your social. The whole thing is behind the secret society number I call the Social Security number. It's all behind that. And once you figure out how to get yourself out of that, it'll be a whole lot better. It'll be easier for you to understand. But it's hard for you to understand if you don't understand how contract law works and how the system is rigged for you to fail. A lot of platforms will try to block you from doing what I'm doing right now. They will try to block you. A lot of them will have a lot of trolls. A lot of trolls come in. Hey, he's this here, and they ain't got no qualifications to try to disqualify no one. So the key thing is learn what you can do to them if they violate your rights. Don't go inside and say this lawyer violated my rights or this judge violated my rights. Go inside there with the documents that's already filed against him to show that you have proof they violate your rights. That's what you want to do. Sanctions is good, but you also want to make sure you got proof that they violate your rights instead of just contending that they did. Show the actual proof against the parties, the people that's participating in the fraud. That's what you have to do. You have to make sure. You have to make sure, okay, that you attack the parties that's causing the harm. Okay, that's the key thing here. Goliath, inside the story in the scriptures, Goliath didn't win in that. He came down there, he met the young Joseph, and young Joseph took his slingshot and his rocks, and he rapped Goliath in the head. Rapped him in the head, and Goliath fell down the ground. David said, yep, now I'm finna chop your head off. And he proceeded to chop his head off. Sure did. So now what? David was a child, and he knew that Goliath had to go. And then David said, what? This guy had to go. He's coming down here blaspheming my father's name, talking all these blasphemies against the people, God's chosen people, the Israelite, and he's just doing all this other stuff. He's gonna have to go. So David went down. The whole Israelite people, including his family, was trying to get him to put on these different type of protection or armor. They trying to give him anything. They had a AK back then. They would try to give him that. They were trying to give him everything they can give him. They even tried to put armor on him. It was too heavy. He couldn't even move. So he took it off and said, I don't need none of this. He took his favorite thing to do, and that was that slingshot. He loved that slingshot. He loved that slingshot. He went and got that slingshot and said, I'm going to slay him with something that I got that I'm already good at. And they said, a slingshot and some rocks? Man, you finna die. You finna straight die. And so go ahead, son, let's pray for you right quick when you go there. And then when Goliath kills you, who you want to have your inheritance. because he for sure gonna kill you. Everybody was so scared of Goliath that they was like, oh yeah, Goliath's gonna do what he gonna do. So I'm gonna lose this son. They had already counted him dead already. And that's what the system does. It already counts you dead already. They already say that you're a dead person. And your rights and whatever you got to say doesn't matter. So you're gonna let them get away with that? You're gonna let Goliath come down here and blast your father's name and then talk crazy and disrespect the people, and he still gets to walk around and do that? You know, but no one's gonna do anything about what he's doing. Nobody. Right? They're gonna just let Goliath walk around here like he Deboing people. Walk around here getting away with it. Because why? No one's gonna fight back. Everybody think they need all this armor and protection. Yeah, you need the whole armor of God, of course. But we talking about on the corner side of stuff. What do you need to be, besides having a spiritual relationship with God? What else would you need to defeat the giant? What would you need? You need God's protection, His wisdom, His knowledge. And He gives it to everyone freely, whoever asks for it. So that's what you need here. You don't need to listen to no gurus, no trolls, none of that kind of stuff. They all gonna come, you know, because they hate people that do right, you know, like Goliath did. Just hate people who do righteousness. And some people just like that. But the fact is that if you know for a fact yourself that you know that some kind of evil is going on and it's not benefiting you, you should want to do something about it. That's what David did. David did something about it. He didn't sit back and talk about it. David did something about it. Okay, Goliath. You want to keep talking that? You want to keep talking that shit, man? David probably said, yeah, man, I want to keep talking that, man. I go down and slay the giant, man. He keeps talking that stuff about my father, man. I go slay him right now, man. And slay all his offsprings too, man. Cut his head off. You got to keep that kind of attitude out here, man. You can't let the Goliath go around the sand and doing what the hell he want to do when he want to. You got everybody that's an adult that's scared of this guy. And David just walking around like, man, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of Goliath. And everybody's like, man, you don't have no fighting skills. You ain't never been to no kind of war. You never did nothing. So what are you going to do to slay this giant? You don't have any kind of skills. Nothing. David said, just give me my weapon. What was his weapon? Slingshot and the rocks, like I mentioned earlier. And your weapon is what? The knowledge and education. You don't have to worry about the carnal weapons. It's not going to get you nowhere. You need the education to know what weapon to use. And David didn't have the education, but David had the favor of God in his life. So he used whatever he can find as a weapon, knowing that God had his back anyway. So whatever weapon he chose, God had already had a mandate out for the Goliath to die. He's the last of the Nephilims. The last of the giants that came from the earth that fell down with Lucifer, that had sex with the women and have Nephilim children who were giants, 9, 10 feet tall giants, and Goliath was the last of them. So I believe that the Most High God had a mandate for Goliath to die, and David saw it in his heart to be the one to honor that mandate. It's just an unspoken mandate, because everybody knows the Goliath gonna have to go. Everybody down, he got to go, man. He come down every day threatening us. Something gonna have to happen to him. So it's an unspoken mandate between the people, but David took it personal. Oh no, this guy gonna have to go. I know the Most High don't want us to sit back and cowering, behind some giant making threats. I'm pretty sure I'm a warrior, so I know I'm not scared of him. And then everybody's like, you're a child. How can you not be scared of him? Well, did you know that works the same way inside the debt system? Because you're a child. You're a minor operating outside of your states. You haven't even claimed your state, so you're still a minor. So they figure that you're not going to do anything because you're a minor. And you don't have no education. You ain't got no experience. You don't know how to go to war. And that's where they make the mistake at. Because you end up meeting me, who give you the slingshot and the rocks, and then show you how to gain the favor of God in your life to defeat these people. That's what you want to do. You want to have the knowledge and wisdom and the weapons to fight. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is you got to get it through re-education, not guru education, re-education. I'm not a guru. I'm a paralegal. American Bar Association number 05737194. All right? Don't go to the gurus. Come with a true solution from the carnal side and from the spiritual side. My main focus is on the spiritual side. Everybody, oh, he's in this for the money. He's not. I'm not in this for the money. If I was, I'd be having a full-time ministry. As many as these evangelists that's passing away right now. All the old evangelists is passing away right now. They need to be replaced. So if I was in it for the money, I'd be doing anything else but trying to help people. Because people that claim they want to help people, they call themselves debt collectors. I want to help you. The other person will call themselves, I'm a creditor. I'm trying to help you. Hey, I'm calling you. You got a balance due. Is it any kind of way you can you want to make a payment arrangement? And then you ask them what kind of payment arrangement? Where you can pay these many dollars. They already in violation. So you're not gonna hold them to that. They ask you for a certain sum of species of money, which is a felony. So you're not gonna address that issue. You're gonna sit back and let go live. Just do that. Tell you that they want you to pay in dollars, which is a violation of USC codes. Come on. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna let them get away with it. So let them get away with it. It's the same thing. It's equal to you saying that I'm scared of David. I'm scared of Goliath. You're scary, David. You're scared of Goliath. So you're not gonna do nothing when he sits there and tell you that he wants you to pay in dollars. You're gonna ignore what he's doing. And then once he realizes that he done scared you, then he's gonna expect you to make payments. So he's gonna start sending stuff to your mail, sending stuff to your email, and expecting you to make payments. Because he talked to you, you verify the information. If a debt collector calls you and asks you to verify your address and your name and everything else, some people on these social media will tell you to verify that. You're a lie. They are a lie. You don't never update your information because the only thing they're gonna do is add that information to their record about you. They're gonna add that information to record about what you updated. So now you're gonna start getting stuff in your mail. Now you're gonna start getting stuff sent to you in your email. They're gonna verify that the email address is applied to that address. And they're gonna keep that on file. And then next thing you know, you getting people saying, hey, you're behind. They're gonna start charging you all kind of stuff. Why? Because you verified the information and recontacted with them, you know? No, I don't have templates for living trust. I do them myself on Westlaw. But I can show you how to set one up, though. I can definitely do that. But I don't have templates for trust because trust are actually supposed to be drawn up by attorneys. So I would suggest you do it yourself without a legal profession because you need to understand the language that's inside those documents and why certain documents are being used. So say for instance on the living trust, I'm just gonna touch on this a little bit. On the living trust, if you put parameters inside there, and then say for instance you have children, and then you, which we don't want to happen, you pass away, and the trust says specifically that if anybody argues about whatever provision they're supposed to be getting from the trust, they're automatically eliminated out of there. If you leave it out of there, if you leave that clause out there alone, then the kids can argue for years, you know? Ron T, you got to go to my website, man. No, I want to talk about this on the YouTube channel. Go to my website. It's globalcommunicationsent.org/joining, okay? globalcommunicationsent.org/joining, okay? Go there to see what we offer on there, the Private Member Association. And I don't talk about that kind of stuff on Facebook, okay? I mean, on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. I don't talk about that kind of stuff on there. So you got to become a member, discuss with me. But everything we do here is affordable. Trust me, it is. Because that's why so many people are coming. If you want more information, you can go and join my Facebook group at, my Facebook group is Discharge All Your Debts in Equity. I was trying to think of the URL for it, but it's Discharge All Your Debts in Equity on Facebook, okay? Can I use my UCC1 file to charge off a debt with the living trust? You ask me a legal question, sir. I can't answer that. You got to become a member, join the Facebook group so we can show you how to become a member, okay? The Facebook group is Discharge All Your Debts in Equity, okay? You'll see we've got about over 4K members inside there. You might want to jump on that right quick because the group is getting ready to go private today. And you're going to be able to see it, but you're not going to be able to see the file. So you might want to get inside there now and discharge all your debts and equity on Facebook. That'll be the best way for you to know what we do here, okay? But we do help you out with revocable living trust, irrevocable trust, UCC1, financial statements, irrevocable trust, which we help you set up the bank account, EIN number, all that kind of stuff. So it's a shortcut to discharging debts, but you're not gonna learn it by listening to those gurus. You gotta come to some place where Westlaw tells me and American Bar Association tell me if everything's correct or not. I know, and I talk to so many different attorneys, and all my paperwork I've been gathering up has been gathered from the years in and out. There's a solution to your debt. Some of them are faster and some of them are slower. But I think the problem is that everyone has the misconception of listening to certain people and saying, if you do this, you do this, you do this, you can discharge your debts. No, your debts came up on the Social Security number. So how you gonna discharge the debts on the Social Security number if not unless you take control of it? Okay, take control of the Social Security number. So first thing you should do before you get to us is go down to your local. I'm telling you step one now. Go down to your local county recorder's office and search for a DBA with your name in capital letters. If one doesn't exist, you go and create one and you make yourself the owner of your name in capital letters. So what it should look like is your name is John Henry Doe. You should put John Henry Doe, upper lowercase, is doing business as John Henry Doe John Henry Doe uppercase. And then you're gonna take that information and you're gonna get an EIN number for that DBA name. And you're gonna need all that later on to transfer it into your revocable living trust. So anybody bring a charge against you, they gotta be talking about the local name that you're doing business as, the name in capital letters, which is on your birth certificate. Having a UCC1 is not enough. Revocable living trust puts you on the private side, and irrevocable trust through UCC1 puts you on the public side. So it's public knowledge when you do a UCC1. Private when you have a revocable living trust. So if you don't have a revocable living trust, you're not operating in private yet. Okay? So many different ways of doing this. There's also a lot of people that are on YouTube that's spreading a lot of good information that's helping people out. A lot of them, I don't want to mention their names or whatever, because number one, I like to talk about people who has education and helping people discharge debts and stuff who got the education. The information might be correct. It don't necessarily mean they got the education. So the education part of it is find out what you can do, what you can do, what you can't do, and what law protects you from doing whatever you want to do if you want to do. What law is going to protect you from doing that? That's the key thing. My key thing is protection. So, again, my website is globalcommunicationsent.org. If you want to join, it's globalcommunicationent.org/joining. If you want to see what information we have, you want to go to our Facebook group at Discharge All Your Debts in Equity. Look around inside there before the group become private at 4:30, okay? Once it becomes private at 4:30, you're not going to be able to see anything. So I advise you go there now, which is why one of the reasons I'm making this video, so you can go over there now before it becomes private. Once it becomes private, then you have to send a request and we have to approve it, see who you are, see what you got going on. But that's the first step, get your DBA done. Once you get your DBA and your EIN number done, while you're in there, go ahead and get your EIN number for your irrevocable trust and get your EIN for your revocable living trust. Go ahead and get them ahead of time. So we have a whole guideline on how to do it, how to do everything in order. So as you go through each one of the groups and on our membership and your membership, you're going to go from group to group to group, completing everything you have to complete. Once you complete everything, then you're going to be good to go after that. The only thing you can be doing is coming in, doing an administrative process to know how to operate in the private. And that's what we teach you here too. Also, if you need more information, if you need more information on that, you could always email me. My email is on our website at globalcommunicationent.org, okay? Ron T said, I'm a secure party creditor. I did the land, I think you meant lien against the estate with the UCC1 filing. I have my $1 billion, I don't know, it's supposed to be $100 million, but okay. $1 billion identity bond. I have my Commonwealth ID, Commonwealth Power. None of that stuff all that stuff you just mentioned is irrelevant. The only thing you have is your UCC1. That Commonwealth ID, Commonwealth passport crap is, I don't know what that is. We have American national. I can show you how to get your passport as American national. Now Commonwealth passport, I don't know what that is. and you say you pretty much did everything, well, you should already have a revocable living trust, because if you did everything, you have that, because you need to operate as the grantor and the trustee, and have another trustee on a revocable living trust, so you can foreign EIN number is irrelevant. So you can operate as the grantor, the one who issued the credit, and the trustee job inside a revocable living trust is discharge it. But you can manage the trust. You can manage your revocable living trust while you're alive. So all that stuff, that foreign EIN number, all that crap right there, that's all Guru Moore stuff. Nobody recognize this stuff. I don't. I got a 98 number. I got all this stuff is irrelevant. I can get a 98 number, and the same thing that happened without it. So everybody is thinking that's such a big deal, but wait till the government tell you you got an address for a foreign a trust or foreign EIN number. You got an address for a foreign trust, and then they send you some of that foreign trust, and you don't respond. What's gonna happen? You know you don't live there. They know you don't live there. So it's like some people say Guam or Puerto Rico. If they send something if they send your full faith and credit level to your foreign address, you're not gonna get it unless you have it forwarded back to you again. So actually, they can look at it as trust fraud, because you're not actually in a foreign nation trying to claim a foreign trust with a foreign EIN number. Yeah, I know somebody gonna tell me, yeah, man, no, actually you can do it this way, you can do it this way, and they recognize this way. Okay, go ahead. A whole lot of people thought they can do it a certain way until the police knocked on the door and told them, hey, put these handcuffs on. Yeah, they thought everything was the right way to do it. Until all of a sudden they knocked on the door and said, yeah, try on these handcuffs right quick. Do they fit? Yeah, they fit. Okay, good. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to obtain an attorney, which means make yourself a ward of state. You have a right to stop this questioning of anything that we ask you right now. If you want an attorney present, we can get one for you. If not, anything you say, you're gonna be held against you. So do you want an attorney present? Do you want to stop talking? You should say, I ain't never started talking. I don't talk to police officers. Let them gather the evidence. The more quieter that you are, recognize your right to remain silent and using it, you'll see that the evidence that they have is null and void. Once you start doing exercise your right to remain silent, because now they got to try to go inside there and see if they can find some evidence to convict the straw man and then make you sign for it, thinking that it's you, because you didn't realize that Goliath was still out there slaying. You didn't know. You didn't know that Goliath was still out there slaying. So in other words, to answer your question, Ron T, is that getting all these foreign trusts, EIN numbers, Commonwealth ID, it's a violation of, I want to say, title of nobility. The Commonwealth ID is not recognized in the United States as ID because they recognize driver license, state IDs, and passport as identification. So all that, the Commonwealth ID stuff, Commonwealth passport, you can, all that, if that's what you want to do, you come here, you got to unlearn all that. Okay, you got to unlearn all that and be re-educated, because you need to understand how the system actually works, as opposed to what the guru is telling you it works. That Moors groups and all that stuff, that's not here. So I guess that's why a whole lot of, you're going to see this guy's name is called himself Hoodwink Swindle or something. Okay, good. I'm going to talk to you about that, Ron. Go to the Facebook group. I'll talk to you about that. I can check your paperwork, make sure it's right, okay? So this is why those Moors and people come over here, like that. This one white guy by the name of Swindle Hoodwink, who goes on website trying to, okay, everything but the trustee, okay. He tried to come on everybody's website trying to disprove if somebody's a Moor or not, but he come on here and mess with me, and I don't never talk about Moor stuff. The only thing I say about the Moors group is don't bring that stuff over here, because whatever it is, if it's true or false or not, it don't make a difference. I'm from one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's the most important part right there. I don't care nothing about no Moors. I don't care nothing about none of that kind of crap. The only thing I care about is me being a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's the most important thing. All the rest of those classifications of Moors, non-Moors, whatever, I don't care nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure God didn't mess around and said that you're a 12th child of Israel. Before you leave this earth, you got to become a Moor. You got to become a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm a believer in God, and I believe that he sent his son. I just don't believe in organized religion. That's the difference between us and everybody else. I don't believe in organized religion. I just think that they take advantage of the people by misinterpreting the words and misinterpreting what the true intention of what the writers of the book meant when they was being led by God. When I mean by God, the Yahuwah, when he was writing inspire those people to write those books. I think that people these days take misrepresented. Same way attorney goes to courtroom and says that he's a licensed attorney. He's misrepresenting himself. A judge sits on the stand and says he's a judge and he's an administrator. He's misrepresenting himself. That's the problem. You can't let these people misrepresent themselves and you do nothing about it. That's why you need to know what you can do, and that's what I'm here for, to show you what you can do against somebody who wants to try to do evil against you. So head on over there to Facebook. If it's your first time at this channel, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification to receive all the notification. If more people that join, I'll make more videos. I do more lives too at the same time. So the more people that join on it, I'll get you. But make sure you go over to the Facebook group. It's Discharge All Your Debts and Equity and join. Okay? I had to get the 98 number because I was going to do our special deposit. Okay, I do special deposit without a 98 number even being mentioned. So I don't know what you're doing with that situation, but you want to come learn the right way to do it, you come over here. Discharge All Your Debts and Equity on Facebook. Discharge All Your Debts and Equity. You want to head to the website where we help assist people at it. It's Global Communications, with an S, globalcommunicationsent.org. If you want to join, you just hit the same website, globalcommunicationsent.org/joining, and join. That's all you have to do there. All the steps and everything is on the website. If you want some more information before you join the Private Membership Association, then you just make sure you go to the Facebook group, Discharge All Your Debts and Equity. Okay? I'm Zay McMillhouse. I'll see you on the other side. I got a couple consultations I got to meet right quick. So we'll talk later next time. Okay? Be blessed. Bye.